our lives. And of course, there are many steps that we have to go through, and journeys actually we have to go through to reach to each step to develop. So my story with Indrani started, I was a student of hers actually. Since I study color psychology, there are many aspects to color psychology. So one part of it is color therapy and learning about the chakras. And it was a beautiful collaboration because she knew everything about energy and I knew everything about the power of colors and how we energize our chakras. So today we will be going into the first step we take of how you start this journey of balance. And it is important before we do different steps in our lives or practices that we open our heart to receive this change in our life. So, with no further ado, I will be introducing you now to Indrani. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Fatma. It's such a pleasure to be here with you and with the gracious F and all of you lovely people. If I'm not being too greedy, can we just have the cameras on for a little bit? It would be so nice to see everyone.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Matthews. That is so nice of you.
All right, excellent.
And
So everybody can hear Indrani. Everybody can hear me
lovely.
also.
Hi,
All
Simran.
clear?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right,
Hi,
so we
Yuri.
can start.
Great. So,
Go ahead.
I am a regression therapist. I came into the world of therapy, healing, energy work in the mid 90s, actually, because I joined a Reiki program years ago back in India, and my journey kind of started from there. And mid it in the 2008, yes, 2008 is when I got into the world of clinical hypnotherapy and regression therapy, and from then on I've been practicing so many different modalities. It's pretty much become like this large big basket that I have, and based on what the client is requiring, what my students require, I create programs for them, or I create a journey for them. This is how I look at it, because it's all about you delving into your own inner space. And when Fatma and I were talking about it, I said the kind of world we are in right now, the kind of experiences people have been having, there's a certain heaviness a lot of us have been feeling, or a sense of feeling overwhelmed. And it's not always about what I feel, it's about what's floating around. And if we look at globally, what we went through in 2019 and it's been continuing with COVID. In 2021, what one has started to see is a certain behavioral fatigue. It's a very strange kind of draining sensation that a lot of people are feeling. It's something I deal with pretty much in the work I do, amongst the group sessions that I do, even in webinars such as the one that I'm in right now. So, one program that I so believe in, and it's something that I want to share with all of you, is something which is called expanding the heart space. And that takes me into the work that I do. So, I happen to be a consultant regression therapist with Miracles in Dubai. And I used to teach clinical hypnotherapy. Uh, I used to represent an organization who are based in India as well as in UAE as well as in the US. And in these years of the work that I do, the trainings that I have, one thing is very clear: we function individually with four bodies. You know, you have a physical body, you have an energy body, you have an emotional body, and a thought body. Now, in view of what I just shared about the behavioral fatigue all of us have been feeling, the heaviness that has been there, our energy bodies have started to feel a bit depleted. There's a certain drain that people are feeling. And the thoughts that we deal with on a daily basis, what we pick up from other people, sometimes consciously, sometimes not, all of that starts to percolate into our space. It comes into our bodies. So after a while, we start to feel quite closed or heavy or dense energetically, which can then lead to you feeling tired, probably a bit edgy. Sometimes you feel frustrated, you get irritated faster. And this is without anything personally going wrong in your space. So, why are we feeling this way? And this brings me to our heart space, the seat of a lot of very, very strong energies and emotions. Our heart space is where we hold a lot of strong healing energy, which is, in my understanding, love. Love is a very healing energy. And when I say love, I'm talking about a love which actually connects you to the consciousness of the universe. So, for people who meditate, for a lot of us who pray, we pick up this energy. We allow ourselves to connect to that universal energy. And most of the times, that is why after meditation, after prayer, after pranayama, you feel a certain ease inside. So, what I was very keen to share with all of you was a mini session, because it's a webinar, and I'd love to have all of us experience this, where you go through the expanding or the expansion of the heart space. Because when you open your heart space, you go through three processes. First is you allow yourself to believe, I can release all that I could be holding in my heart space, consciously or unconsciously, that is making me feel either heavy or drained out. And then allowing you to receive the universal energy that then enables you to transmit that into the world around you. So, when we talk about expanding the heart space, the heart chakra, or even just if I look at our own heart space, we are looking at allowing ourselves to go through this feeling of being able to not only release but also to receive. And when we allow ourselves to receive and allow ourselves to transmit what we receive and what we acknowledge is ours, it makes you feel lighter, it makes you feel more bright, it gives you a certain sense of positivity, a certain energy, a certain vibe which we require in our day to day world. Is there any question from any of you? I'd love to answer, love to hear your observations, or if there's anything that you see clarity about. Anybody there? I can see a lot of comments there. Ah, okay. Wow, it's really late where Matthews is. Any questions from, if you like, then yes. Actually, feel free to ask questions on the chat or just unmute yourselves and ask. It's so much more, it just feels so warm, and when I hear some of you talk. Any questions at all? Is there anyone here who's feeling any kind of heaviness, or is curious to know that when I expand my heart space, what is it that I'm actually uh, dabbling into, or what am I actually going to experience? No questions at all? Okay, fair enough. Um, so then I'm going to just give you a few understandings of what we could possibly right now go through, which would be an experience. Uh, One of the key aspects of the work that I was sharing with all of you. Hello, Najwa, welcome. We've just been discussing the understandings of what expanding the heart space can make us feel. So, just to take you through what I was going to share is, when we are going through an experience, it's about allowing ourselves to connect to our inner space. So, when we are in our daily life, we're very used to a lot of chatter around us. There's always a lot of noise. We're very caught up in different things. And if you have given yourself this hour where you've told the world that I just want this 1 hour for myself and I want to go into this experience, then what we can do now is actually give that time to ourselves and go through these experiences that I would love to guide you through. So, for those of you who are into visualization, who do any kind of meditation, this is a group meditation where I'm looking at the seven of us here, creating a beautiful energy matrix. And in this energy matrix, I want to guide you through a guided visualization. My voice will guide you through it. And what I would like you all to do is be seated comfortably. Try and see that you're physically comfortable, because whenever we do anything of this nature, being physically comfortable is very important. Because if I'm not physically comfortable, however much the mind wants to listen to this voice that's probably going to guide you, the physical discomfort will keep distracting the mind. And which is why in any of these kind of sessions, I always say be physically very comfortable and try and be with yourself together consciously into the here and now. So when we go through this experience, there's one other thing I'd like you to do is, if possible, just have a glass of water somewhere close to you. And why am I asking you to do that? One of the key aspects of our body, if we really understand this, 70% nearly of ourself is made of water. So when you do a session like what we are going to experience together, and you're going to release, you're going to expand your heart space, you're going to allow yourself to be in connect with the universal life force. And once you complete the session, it's so important for you to be grounded back, completely in integration with yourself in the here and now. And one of the most beautiful ways to do it is to drink water. Because as soon as you put water into the body, your body kind of settles down. So I always request that when we're going to do a group visualization, keep water near you. And after the session's over, drink the water. So if you're all are good to start, then we shall begin. Any questions before we begin? Any questions? Is all good? I can go ahead. Fatma, Avani, all of you are ready? Lovely, lovely. So just sit back and close your eyes. Allow your physical body to relax and your mind to center your consciousness in the here and now. Various thoughts may come into your mind space. Silently acknowledge them, observe them, and let them know you will come back to them later. And all you do with your eyes comfortably closed is just focus on your breath. Feel your breath flowing in and out. And with each and every breath, just give yourself the permission to relax. And as you take your next breath, follow your breath and feel it flow into your body. You are inhaling calm, exhaling any stress. And as you take the next deep, slow breath, allow yourself to inhale awareness, exhale any resistance, any tension, any tiredness. Just feel your breath flowing in and out. And with each and every breath, just give yourself the permission to relax. I am going to count you down from 5 down to 0. And with each and every count, just allow yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper into your own quiet space, allowing your physical body to relax and your mind to center your consciousness in the here and now. So start going down at 5, going deeper within at 4, even going deeper and deeper at 3, deeper still at 2, deep within at 1, and in touch with your inner space at 0. The more you relax, the deeper you go. And the deeper you go, the more you relax. So just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper into your own quiet space, allowing your physical body to relax and your mind to center your consciousness in the here and now. And as you feel your body relaxing, you may allow yourself to take another few deep, slow breaths. And with each breath, allowing your physical body to relax and your mind to center your consciousness in the here and now. I'd like you to visualize or imagine that you are in a beautiful garden. There is soft green grass under your feet, the blue sky above, dotted with fluffy white clouds. All around your garden are tall trees. There's a soft, gentle breeze, and the branches are swaying from left to right, to left to right. And as you take a few steps, you allow yourself to acknowledge Mother Earth under your feet. It is as if you allow yourself to accept her nourishing, nurturing energies that are flowing into you through the soles of your feet. And you take a few deep, slow breaths. And with each breath, you acknowledge Mother Earth all around you. Feel, sense, and acknowledge the healing beauty and energy of Mother Earth. Let nature's vibes enter you with each and every breath you take. And as you walk a little deeper into your garden, you find a comfortable spot and you stand there. And as you stand there, Allow yourself to visualize or imagine from an unknown source, high up in the sky, from the cosmos, a shaft of pure white light starts to cascade down on you. It's a shaft of light coming straight down at you. And it falls all around you. It's like a waterfall of light. And you are standing right in the center. And as you stand there in that healing light, allow yourself to acknowledge any heaviness, any kind of heavy energies, emotions, fears, doubts, insecurities, any pain, any grief, any hurt, any anger, any frustration, any kind of emotion or energy that you now acknowledge as you are listening to your own self, energies that you may now acknowledge that this is not mine, it belongs to someone else. And I may have consciously or unconsciously allowed myself to absorb it. And as all these thoughts, feelings, emotions, energies begin to surface, just keep acknowledging them. You may even feel certain sensations in your body, any heat, any cold, any tingling, any numbness. Just acknowledge. Keep acknowledging. You may even visualize a particular person, a situation. It is as if in that light you are allowing yourself to listen to your heart, the mind of the heart, the voice of the heart. Honor it and listen carefully. And then visualize or imagine all these thoughts, feelings, emotions that are feeling dense, feeling heavy, feeling toxic, may show up in your body, in the energy field of your body, in the form of colors, shadows, gray spots. Keep acknowledging them. You are not judging or analyzing. You are just acknowledging. And as you are acknowledging, allow yourself to take a few deep, slow breaths. It is as if you are breathing consciousness in to each of those elements, those blocks, those hooks, those shadows, those dense energies, emotions, and feelings. Emotion is energy in motion. If it can come, it can go. And now visualize as you stand in that cascading fall of healing light. A shaft of this light, like a beautiful beam, gently enters you as you take a deep breath through the center of your heart space, and just follow with your awareness and feel that beautiful beam of healing light flowing into the center of your heart space. And slowly and gradually, it begins to diffuse and neutralize and absorb every shadow, every gray area, every color, every heavy thought, feeling, emotion, every hook, every foreign energy that you could have consciously or unconsciously absorbed. Allow all of them as you breathe into your body to be absorbed by this beautiful healing light that is a gift given to you from the cosmos. And as this light slowly and gradually begins to spread in your body, you follow the light inside you with each and every breath you take. Feel the light flowing, moving upwards and downwards and sideways, moving into every organ, every cell of your body. And the more you breathe the light in, the lighter you begin to feel. It is as if with each and every breath, your heart space is quietly beginning to expand. And as it's expanding, it is allowing more and more of this healing light to flow into you. And as it's flowing into you, it is making you feel lighter. Your heart is expanding with each and every breath. And the more you release, the lighter you feel. And as this light, that is a gift given to you by the cosmos, is flowing in you, allow yourself to release into this light each and every energy, every fear, every doubt, insecurity, every foreign energy. For the more you release, the lighter you feel. Just let it go. If any face, any name, any time, any incident, situation comes into your mind space, acknowledge and silently convey that I see you, I acknowledge you, but I let you go. I am free. The past is over. I am choosing to release with ease and awareness all that which made my heart heavy and constricted, as I allow myself to open my heart space and I allow my consciousness and the healing energies of the universe to expand my heart space, I feel lighter, more energized, and more at peace. It is as if with each and every breath, you are allowing yourself to absorb the joy of lightness. And slowly and gradually, visualize your entire body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, glowing with this light. It is beginning to radiate out of you. And it's radiating with your intent of the loving energies that you are amplifying with each and every breath you're taking. And it's flowing into your home, your workspace, to your environment, wherever you are, to your city, your neighborhood, your land, till in your mind space, the energy from your expanding heart space, the loving and light energy from your heart space is beginning to beam and glow into the globe, into Mother Earth, till in your mind's eye, visualize or imagine Mother Earth is glowing with your light, and you are beaming this beautiful healing light energy from the center of your expanded heart space. You are a conduit of the cosmos and this light. And now allow yourself to take 7 deep, slow breaths. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Hold the breath in your heart space and then exhale through your mouth. Nice and deep. Breathing in light and love, and breathing out any residuals of any heavy emotions, feelings, or energies. And with each and every breath, you are allowing yourself, your space, your environment, and this beautiful planet to be energized by this very powerful loving energy that is beaming out of your expanded heart space. Feel your breath deeply flowing in and then exhaling through your mouth. And now, once you revert to normal breathing, take your time, complete the 7 breaths deeply. Feel the lightness, feel the love. Acknowledge your heart, the seat of unconditional love. And affirm to yourself, I allow myself to receive and transmit the unconditional love of the universe with ease and awareness. I am happy to receive this love from the universe. I comfortably allow this love to flow through me. And gently place both your hands across the heart space. Acknowledge your heart space. Place it on your heart space. And then say to yourself, I love myself. I accept myself. I honor myself just as I am. Repeat that again. I love myself. I accept myself. I honor myself just as I am. And repeat one more time. I love myself. I accept myself. I honor myself just as I am. And feel the vibrations of your love that is flowing in your expanded heart space. And breathe into your heart space and anchor that breath there. And as you revert to normal breathing, feel your body, acknowledge your body, and visualize this beautiful, healing, love filled cosmic light that is flowing around you is now creating a beautiful bubble of light around you. It is as if you've created your own shield of loving light. And it's this beautiful bubble, and you are standing right in the middle of it, completely safe, protected, happy, at ease with this loving energy that flows in you and around you. Take a few moments and send a prayer of acknowledgement and gratitude to the cosmos, to Mother Earth, to the universal life force that has gifted you this experience of expanding your heart space. And I am sharing on behalf of all of us in this space, a lot of gratitude to each other for being together in this space, in the here and now, and allowing this beautiful energy of love to flow into our heartbeat and expand it. Take a nice deep breath and bring your attention, your consciousness back into your body. Breathing in your consciousness into your room, into your space, into the here and now. And I'm going to count you up from 1 to 5. And at 5, you'll open your eyes feeling very good about yourself. So start coming up with 1, higher up with 2. Let all bodies and personalities of your own wholly and completely integrate with your physical body at 3. Alert and aware of everything that's around you at 4. And at 5, eyes open, completely wide awake, feeling very good about yourself. And once you open your eyes, I request you to please drink a little water.
Well, thank you very much, Indrani. I hope everybody enjoyed this meditation. I just wanted to check, Indrani, could you talk? I just want to check if I can hear you, if it's clear.
Yes, I'm happy to talk. If anyone
Okay.
has any questions,
All right.
Fatima, I would love to address.
Amani, I need you to call me back so I can hear Indrani because it's not clear again. Okay, so we have the floor open for questions right now, either for me or for Indrani. And if you are curious to know about the services that both of us offer and our next upcoming 2 workshop sessions that we will be posting in the next couple of weeks. So the floor is now open for questions.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Matthew. Yes, please.
Can you hear? Well, it's a new experience. I don't usually practice this sort of thing. I pray, but this is a different process. I feel, where you visualize and at the same time you synchronize your breathing and and it's. I think I need to go through it again.
Yes.
Before I can really experience that,
So when you were doing it, you're the only one, whose camera was on. So I'm very grateful. Thank you. Because so for me, I actually observe the energy of the people who go through the experience. So I did see that initially it was a bit difficult for you to close your eyes because you did open it a few times.
yeah.
And this is a very natural thing because our eyes are actually what is our biggest form of protection. So the moment we shut our eyes, it makes you feel a bit vulnerable. So when we slowly and gradually, I saw Matthews, you started to kind of go into an experience. So I'm very grateful that you allowed yourself to experience it if it was your first time.
When you
And
close your eyes, especially for me, when I close my eyes, that's when I get a lot of interference.
Because your mind starts to chatter with you.
Yeah, and that's that part I need to discipline myself.
So what actually helps, Matthews, if I can explain, is the breath. If you notice, I'm going to just
that's the other part.
It. Yeah, the breath work.
Probably you need to synchronize that, and And that's where you need to calm down and get a bit. So like I said, you know, I need to, probably you need some practice to really
Yes.
benefit from this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's another thing.
Matthew, sorry.
Yeah,
Matthew, I had
Fatma,
a
go ahead.
question for you. Did
Yep.
you visualize any color while you were meditating?
Only when you mentioned the garden, the trees, the green tend to dominate my my whatever I visualize.
So can I demystify it a bit, Fatma?
Yes, please go ahead.
Lovely, lovely. So the moment you just okay, why did I take you to a garden? Why didn't I take you to a beach? Is because in a garden or in any place in that kind of nature, the predominant color is green, and the heart chakra color is green. That's why I'm wearing green today.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm also in green. So that's why we wanted this to be a dominant color that you would be influenced by during your meditation.
So I'm so happy you saw green. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a color that really helps the heart space to heal.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's
Simran
also
saw
considered
something.
the universal color of love. So it is a very nice, lovely healing color.
Is it? I don't usually associate it with love, but
Yes.
for restfulness, peace, calm, yeah.
Okay, great.
Um,
Anyone else
Simran
has
saw
any
purple.
questions or wants to share their experience during the meditation?
You know, it would be lovely if they could unmute themselves. Is that all right with the others? When
Yes,
you're,
you can
yeah,
unmute.
please
You
feel
can
free to
even
unmute
ask
and
in
ask.
the chat. We have Simran says that she was dominated by purple lavender flowers. So interesting. That is actually a very spiritual color. So that shows also that you're very in tune with your spirituality that you were visualizing.
It's
Indrani,
actually
could you
the
share
crown
from?
chakra. Purple is
Yes.
crown.
Yes. So could you share a bit more about the purple color and about the chakra, as you said, of the crown?
So Simran, if you so you see when you say purple, purple for me will immediately connect me to the crown chakra. Crown chakra is here. And a lot
Yeah.
of times when we do this experience, so I never have a script, just letting you know. So if you were to do another expanding the heart space session with me, I might
Yeah.
just take you somewhere else and not to the garden. I
Yeah.
pretty much go with the energy that flows in the energy that I feel from the people in this energy space that we all have together, and I flow with that. So when you see purple, purple is the crown chakra color, and a lot of times
Okay.
when we pull energy in, I guide people to receive it through the crown,
Ah, okay. Okay.
because
Yeah.
the two chakras, just FYI, that have only one entry exit portal. One is the crown and the other is the root. And purple is the color for the crown chakra. So
Okay.
cosmic
Interesting.
energy and you're seeing purple light is very beautiful.
Oh, nice. I thought I'd done something wrong when I heard everyone saying green. I was like,
I'm
oh
very
no.
happy. It's a very beautiful thing. And lavender again has a more pinkish feel to it, if I may see it from my eyes. And that again can come into the realm of this light, especially for the
Okay.
heart space, because a lot of times the color of rose quartz, which is that light baby pink, or
Yeah.
that lavender-ish pink, those are the
Yeah.
colors that are very beautiful for the heart space.
Ah, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and a
Perfect.
note that pink is also an emotionally healing color.
Very,
Mm-hmm.
very
Nice.
But,
Thank you very much.
is
pleasure.
there any particular shade of pink?
For healing, I would prefer the softer version, the very softer shades. There is a question here. Someone has put in. Yuri, you saw yellow and gold too, and you were dressed in white. Wow, that's beautiful. So, from my perspective, yellow is a color which is for the chakra, which is just beneath the heart chakra, which is the solar plexus, which is in your upper abdominal area, just under the diaphragm. And the color for that chakra is yellow. So I would just gauge this, Yuri, and tell me if I'm understanding right. Have you, in the last few months, or let's say the last so many months, have you had a lot of things that you had to deal with where there was a lot of control, to be in control, feeling in control, not in control, uh, out of control? Did the word control and will come into your life a lot?
A lot. And I also experience a lot of stomach issues like acidity, stress gastritis. And I bottle things up and it all goes to my stomach.
There you go. So the yellow automatically is making sense because it means that the light that you were allowing yourself to absorb in the session, ideally try and give a lot of it to your stomach.
Yeah, yeah, I try and I'm very
So from the
conscious
heart
about.
space, let it flow to your stomach.
Okay, done.
And being dressed in white is also very beautiful. It shows that you're in a space to receive.
Ah, nice.
Because it's such a pure color. You know, you're like, open, give it to me and I'll take.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I'll keep that in mind.
And interestingly, from a color perspective, also,
Mm.
yellow is very much used for self confidence. So, with the changes that you actually said you're going through, which naturally, of course, appears in the part of the body that represents the color yellow, and you wearing white is you wanting to go into your next stage, to your next new beginning. So, it's very interesting from people's comments that we're seeing. That there are these colors that are kind of giving hints of the stages they're in, or the state of mind or anxieties maybe they are going through. So it's interesting to know that basically these colors are your kind of guidelines to seeing what is going on with you.
It's very accurate because for a while I've been stuck. I feel like I'm stuck between two stages.
There
And
you
it's
go.
that stage of transformation or trying to get to the next one. So, yeah, very accurate.
And, you know,
Yeah.
this is for all of us here. We have all been going through a lot of uncertainty. You know, that's one word that I hear so often amongst my clients. And one of the key things of doing an expansion of your heart space is it's right there. If you don't allow your heart space to expand and ease, the other parts of you don't receive. And which was the whole idea today, was to receive this that you have gotten from the cosmos, and then please let it flow to that part of you that needs that attention. I mean, if you've seen, I've tried to keep the whole process very simple because my intent and my hope is that in your own time, you will find a 5-10 minutes for yourself every day, and you can do this for yourself.
And for my personal experience, this is honestly a practice that I do daily in the morning. And one of the reasons also is why I went to Indrani, because, of course, all of us in the past year and a half have gone through so much change. And we've actually been so anxious because we've lost control. And there are things that also you want to do which basically you can't even plan. So that's another anxiety that you're having. Or some people's like life or businesses or even relationships have completely transformed or changed to the good or bad. So this is something important why we started with this first workshop, is that for you to actually know the indicators of which part of your life you want to start healing. So the next upcoming workshops will be taking you to steps of different situations or different anxieties that you will be able to treat. So this would be basically, I would say, your scanner of knowing what is going on with you.
So beautifully put. And my one request is please try and do this if you can for the next 21 days, if it's possible. You don't have to make it too complicated. Just spend those moments, breathe into your body, believe you're just drawing this light in, and just let it flow into that part of you that needs it. And trust me when I say this, because Fatma's my biggest advocate here, because I've seen how beautifully it works when someone dedicates herself and does it. You just have to be disciplined in doing it for yourself. And you don't need to complicate it. You don't need to make it all so lengthy. but just try and draw the light in, breathe consciousness into the light, and just let it flow to that part of you that is requiring. And trust me, these colors that your body has given you indicators like flags, it's shown you with just the name of the color, it gives you so much about yourself. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to share with us any other colors they may have seen during the meditation?
Yes. Any of you?
You could also write it in the chat if you don't want to speak. Go ahead.
What is the ideal duration that you put yourself into this?
As in the experience, Matthews? Is that what you're asking, the visualization? So, see, I have been practicing meditation for years together. I started when I was in my mid-teens. I'm going to be 55 very soon. So, when you've done something for practically 40 years of your life, it's just a part. I mean, I just feel so uncomfortable if I don't do it one day. So start with 5-10 minutes. The easiest, simplest way to do it is, we all like to focus on something. Closing our eyes, as you said, the moment I closed my eyes, a lot of thoughts came to me. So quietening your inner space is the first step. And to quieten the inner space, initially, if you can't shut your eyes, light a candle or just look at a plant. Just focus on something and just listen to your breath. So when you start focusing on your breath, the mind starts to focus on that. And whenever any thought comes, just tell the thought, I see you, I acknowledge you, I'll come back to you later. And if you try it for a few days, gradually the mind learns to do this. Because you will follow 3 laws. Law of repetition, because you're going to do it every day. Law of association. Your mind will know, she's going to sit down now. And now she's about to close her eyes. And she's focusing on something. That means I need to now focus on breath. So the mind learns to associate. And that leads to the law of identification. Because you keep repeating an exercise or an activity daily, the association and the identification, these 3 seep into you. So the mind, which is the software, tells the brain, which is the hardware, this is what it's like. And the brain makes a note of it. So a neuro pathway gets formed because the neurons are in your brain. So you start with 5-10 minutes and then slowly and gradually see how it makes you feel.
Probably
I hope that helped.
Because my problem, see, I have this weakness where I don't focus. My mind is always scattered. And that's why I don't really achieve much in things that I want to do. It's very scattered.
Very scattered.
I can easily get very distracted by
all
from inside, not other people. People don't distract me so much. It's more
your own inner space.
Yeah.
Start with breath work, Matthews. It will really help you. If nothing else, put something in front of you and focus on that. And your mind will wander, again bring it back. Start with 10 breaths. 10 breaths where you breathe in, you hold the breath and breathe out. So you start with 10 breaths because those 10 breaths mean few minutes you have just focused on the breath. You heard me use the word pranayam. Pranayam is a very, very old tool used by yogis. Today, whoever practices yoga knows about pranayam. Why? Because it's all about the breath. That's the one thing that we all have as long as we're alive, and that's the breath. Just focus on that. Just start this. Try it out.
And one other suggestion from a color psychology perspective, whenever you want to do a practice where you want to focus, wear the color blue, because the color blue is mainly made for focus. It's an intellect color. So it helps you focus on it, think clearly, be calm. So whenever you have any task, just wear the color blue, or even visualize the color blue when you want to focus on something.
Wow. That was great. That was so good. Lovely.
Great. Yes, Najwa, you have a question?
She's going into a
Go
new
ahead.
one. She's
Hi,
written-
everyone.
Hi,
Thank you for
Najwa.
this session. Thank you, Ms. Fatma, and thank you for the session. I just have a question regarding, I'm going into a new project in my life. And this is, I've been waiting for this moment يعني, about, let's say, 10 years. And I just want to, like, the upcoming period of my life, I want it to be very focused, very professional, and dynamic in my work. So what should I do regarding color psychology?
Yes, actually, before we start with the colors of what you use to be focused, meditation is actually key, because you're preparing your mind to receive what is coming. So, Indrani, if you could give a little bit of a background of what is the practice do you do to start this new journey, and how to be consistent in achieving your goal.
So, Najwa, firstly, congratulations. That's lovely. Anything new beginning itself is such a beautiful thing. What I would reckon, which will work for you, is write down on a sheet of paper with your name on top of it and the name of an organization, if that's what you're starting, or whatever your, whatever it is that you're starting. And then write down in your own words exactly what you visualize you want. Put dates on it, put names on it, put descriptions, definitions, everything. It's as if you are verbalizing in writing all that your dreams and aspirations and goals are for your organization. And every day, take a tea light, a white tea light, simple tea light, and hold it in your hand and cover it with the other hand. Don't light it, just hold it, and tell that tea light, that by the light of this candle, I manifest, and exactly what you want to manifest for your new enterprise, new venture. Say it, and then say, thank you, thank you, thank you. So it is, so it is, so it is done, it is done, it is done. And then light the candle in front of the paper. And while it's burning, sit for a few minutes, place your hands on your heart space, imagine that beautiful light that is being held inside your heart space, and feel that light is just transmitting out of you towards your new enterprise. Do this every day, Najwa. Try it, and believe me, the candle, the meditation that you do where you're amplifying the light towards your new enterprise, new whatever company that you're setting up, and you will start to see things falling into place. So all the very best. Best of luck. I also want to add a small little tip with it. I don't know if you are into crystals, but I am in love with crystals. You can take a tiger eye, a citrine, a pyrite, a green aventurine, a red jasper, and a rose quartz. The recording is there, so you'll remember, because if you see the recording, somebody will tell you what these six are. Put these six crystals together and keep it near your workplace. So even if you're working virtually, keep it in a little crystal bowl or a glass bowl right next to the laptop. And if you are a person who works a lot outside, then put it in a little pouch and keep that pouch in your bag. These crystals are together to help you to manifest better in your workspace, your new venture. All the best.
And Najwa, from a color psychology perspective, Najwa is now one of my clients who has actually done her color session. So she's very much aware of her color personality, also of her stones actually. So some of the stones that you did mention is part of the stones that relate energetically to her personality. And in a way to plan also from a color perspective is we go through stages. So initially, Najwa, right now you want to focus on your plan. And as Avani said, Indrani said, you write down what your goals are. This is the phase where you will be using the color blue for focus. And it will be stimulating the thoughts for your project to come. After that, once you have written the outline, even sometimes maybe solely started the process in developing what you want to, then we go into, I would say, maybe the creative aspect of the project that you are working. This is where you use the color yellow for the creative aspect to stimulate that emotion, also give you positive self-esteem, to think out of the box when it comes to your project. And then in order to maintain a balance after you have, say, I would say, come to your last phase of the project, here, of course, because you would be, all over the place and busy, this is where you would need your green to balance you out. So these are the stages that you go to. And one of actually the self-development courses that I do uh, gives you this outline of how you identify your goal, what color you associate with that goal, and for how long do you use these colors. So, of course, we're in touch, so you can ask me further after the workshop in terms of which stage of your project that you are currently in. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, Fatma. This has just been such a beautiful time, and I'm hoping and praying all of you do very well and stay well and keep your heart space at ease.
Thank you very much, Indrani. We really had a nice session, and I love the
Thank,
meditation myself.
thank you so
I needed it after a long day.
much. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
thank you
Thank you.
everyone for coming, and we look forward to seeing our next workshop. And if you need any information about Indrani, in our post we have a link of her Instagram that you can contact her, and you have all our information, and our website is in the chat for you to explore the different services and workshops that we have. And I wish everyone a wonderful evening and take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for having me. Please
Thank
take
you
care
very
all.
much.